Well, welcome to our Week 2 edition of Friday Night Football. I'm Derek Bayne. He is Ethan Wiles. We have a fun night of football with some big matchups all around the area, starting with our game of the week.
That's right. Byron and Dixon played a down-to-the-wire classic last year, and the two teams are meeting with early conference positioning on the line.
Friday Night Football's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Feldco, Rockford's home renewal experts.
Byron rededicating Everett Stein Stadium, the brand new home bleachers on the opposite sidelines, a nice ceremony honoring Scott McMullen, the longtime track coach, and of course the man of the hour, Everett Stein. And he got to break out the big scissors and cut that ribbon to officially reopen Everett Stein Stadium. The legendary coach for Byron getting to have a special night, and he got to see his Tigers balling out. Second quarter, 7-0 Tigers lead when Landon Bonvalet takes the pitch. He's off to the races, gets to the outside, breaks a tackle, gone. 67 yards for the touchdown, and it's a 14-0 Byron lead. You know, head coach Jeff Boyer likes that. They're just kicking that PAT. Dixon trying to answer, and that pass gets picked off by Andrew Talbert, and a nice return.
He is everywhere.
He is. Sets up some good field position, and, well, you know, they're going to pound the rock to Caden Considine. He punches it in. It's his birthday week, so he's going to
happy birthday.
Celebrate with a touchdown and a 21-0 lead. And the Byron fans putting those new bleachers to good use with their USA theme. And third quarter, the Dukes, they're on the move, driving. Landon Carnegie takes the direct snap. He's in for the score, makes it 21-7. The Dixon fans, hey, they're liking the bleachers too over there as they're decked out in all white. After getting the ball back, Dixon turns it over, and who else is on the spot? Andrew Talbert scoops and scores 44 yards to put this game away, and Byron runs away with it 28-7.
Tigers picking right back up. A Route 72 rivalry game as Stillman Valley makes the trip to Genoa Kingston. The Cards went up 7-0 early in this one, and they're trying to add more in the second. Our cameraman looking for the ball, but it's on the ground and scooped up by Cody Cravata, and he is on the move, taking it all the way. 60 yards. That will tie things up at 7. After the PAT. The cheerleaders, loving that one. Trying to stay warm on a chilly Friday night. Same score in the third. Stillman capping off a long drive. Caden Goetz driving into the end zone to bring the Cardinals back to a 7-point lead. The Stillman students on their country theme, hoping they pull off the win tonight, but the Cogs are driving late in the fourth. Cravata looking for a man, finding Ben Kleba in coverage, but Cone Reinhold bats it away and secures it for Stillman on the road. 14-7, a close one. They get the win.
Oregon looking to improve to 2-0, taking on Rockford Lutheran. The Hawks with a 7-0 lead, and they're looking for more points, driving the football, and they were methodically moving. And look at the spin move by Keaton Salisbury. That's a first down, and they're moving the chain. How about Cooper Johnson? They've got a slew of running backs back there that can do some damage with the rock, and he's going to just try to fight his way all the way to the end zone, dragging those Crusaders with him down to about the 2, and, well, they're going to let him finish the job right there. Cooper Johnson in for the score and a 14-0 lead. The Oregon fans, they had a lot to cheer about in this one. The defense, they get their juices flowing too in this one. They shut down the Satyrs 40-8.
Lena Winslow unveiling a new upgraded stadium of its own tonight. A beautiful new turf, new bleachers, and more at the new Community Bank Stadium. Donors even helped the Panthers take the field tonight for the key NUIC showdown against Stockton. And you see the Panthers taking the field tonight, but it was all Stockton early on. They took the ball in the first 8 minutes of the game before the quarterback sneak from Noah Larson gets them on the board. And when you go for the upset, you got to pull out all the tricks, right? Take a look at this setup for the 2-point conversion. Larson fakes the screen, rolls to the right, and decides, I'll just take it myself. Gets in for 2. Stockton goes up 8-0 after the first drive. After a long run from Alex Schlichting, Lena would answer. Check out the run from Aiden Wild, refusing to go down before getting into the end zone. Lena fails to get the 2, so they're within 2. It's 8-6. Stockton going to the air now, looking to keep the lead, and they would find Morgan Haas in the end zone. For a 20-yard score, Stockton goes up 10. It's 16-6. And if it's not broke, well, don't fix it. Larson going to the air again to who else but Morgan Haas. Look at this catch. Great job high pointing that one. Stockton cruises tonight, upsetting Lena Winslow on their brand new turf. 38-14 the final.
Yeah, spoiling the party there. Now, we've had some fun football action so far. There is more to come, including a couple of battles of unbeatens in the Nick 10. Stick around. More F&F is coming right up.
You're watching Friday Night Football on Channel 13! Wow!
Well, Belvedere North and Freeport both picked up come-from-behind wins in the second half last week.
And they have a Week 2 showdown to try to stay tied atop the Nick 10 Conference. The Blue Thunder making the trip west down Route 20 to take on the Pretzels in Freeport. Freeport down 14-0 in the second half. They're trying to make a stop, and they would get that. Israel Goodman with a huge sack there. They would force Belvedere North to a field goal. They would miss the field goal, but get the ball back. Check this one out. Halfback pass to Nathan Alexander, but it's the catch we're keeping an eye on. Look at that with the focus. Take another look. So good, we got to see it twice.
Yeah, two guys right around him, too.
Making the catch there. And another key one here, Ben Bucher faking out the cameraman, and he would take this one a long way. Belvedere North goes up 3 touchdowns, 21-0. Freeport late in the game trying to get some points on the board. Well, they just couldn't do it here. Tip drill leads to an Aiden Sanchez interception. Belvedere North shutting out Freeport 21-0.
Another battle of unbeatens in the Nick 10 with Hononegah hosting Jefferson. Midway through the first quarter, about the quarterback Bryce Berg looking to go deep. He finds Logan Wilson over the top, goes up and makes the grab. He's down to the 2-yard line. We're seeing some good catches tonight. Next play, it's Berg handing it off to Tyler Bank. He pounds it in for 6, and the Indians looking to set the tone in the first quarter. Next drive, it's Brady Jarvis breaking the tackle. He scampers all the way to the end zone.
Off the speed.
Yeah, Hononegah takes a 2-score lead, and Jayhawks looking to get something going. It's D'Angelos Roby losing the ball. It lands right in the hands of Brady Jarvis, and well, Indians, they continue their unbeaten streak here. They're 2-0 with a 28-12 win.
Boylan and East both looking for their first win of this young season, meeting at Swanson Stadium. End of the second, 7-0 East. Good look at the fans here, all decked out in their highlighter colors tonight. Boylan, Dominic Cacciatore throwing it to number 4, Caden Gates, but Gates gets cut short by East defense. Shortly after, Cacciatore is going for the run. He is going to slide. The ball is knocked loose, but Boylan's number 70 there. The offensive lineman pouncing on the fumble. They're going in to retrieve it. Fast forward, Boylan ball. Tony Hernandez here going for it, but the East defender going to get the interception on that one. Damian Allen snatching that one up. It's E-Rab ball now. Despite the lead, the final score, Boylan ends up holding on. It's 21-7.
Still to come, we head to the 8-man football ranks for some high-octane action. We'll have more highlights plus our play of the week. That's coming up when Friday Night Football returns right after this break.
Friday Night Football on Channel 13!
You see Christian Life getting into it there, and Amboy won the 8-man state championship last year, but Milledgeville knocked them off in week 1. So the Clippers looking to bounce back here. Amboy making the trip to Rockford to face Christian Life. And the Clippers, well, you know, they were going to come out with maybe a little, looking to get back on the board in the win column here. Coming off of that loss, they're looking to get one here is Colt McCoy for the Clippers.
Colt McCoy, what a throwback.
Yeah, remember that? The Longhorn? No, he's a Clipper all the way for an 80-yard touchdown after the 2-point conversion from Jose Lopez makes it 8-0. And Christian Life's Ricky Barrett going to get just dragged down about the 50-yard line. Then quarterback Ethan Vestine, he runs it, and, well, he meets Clippers Cody Wynn right there. And, well, Amboy, they were thinking about that win. Jose Lopez sees the opening, and he is going to punch this one in for the touchdown as Lopez getting his team into the win column here. And how about Evan Flanagan as well with the touchdown? They had a lot of those tonight. 64-12, Amboy with the victory.
Big win for the Clippers. Elsewhere, Hiawatha hosting Harvest Westminster out of Elgin. It was Hall of Fame night in Kirkland, so they wanted to get that win. The Hawks will get started quickly. How about the first play from scrimmage? Aiden Cooper hands it off to Tim Pruitt, and he will go all the way. 60 yards to the house. The Hawks take a 6-0 lead. The kids are yelling out there. They want some more touchdowns in this one, and more they will get. Next drive, Cooper gets the snap. He tucks it and runs right around the defense. Rolls it into the end zone. How about touchdown number 2 of the night? Hiawatha also gets number 2. That's win number 2 with a 50-8 win over Elgin Harvest Westminster.
Sycamore making the trip to the Quad Cities to take on Moline, and this is a good game. Sycamore cashing in off some good field position after a muffed punt. It's Kevin Lee punching it across the goal line for the first score of the game, putting the Spartans in the lead. And the cheerleaders, they were having fun on the road, and the Spartans, their defense swarming, and they blow this play up for a loss, but Well, Moline, this one goes to overtime, and the Maroons take this one by the final of 21-20 over Sycamore. And our photographer scoured the area looking for the best high school football action. Only one can be our play of the week. We go back out to
Lena Winslow, where Noah Larson throws it up to Morgan Haas. This one helps Stockton upset Lena Winslow tonight. Big win for them on the road, going on the road, beating Lena Winslow on their field dedication night. Stockton, how about a big win for them and the Blackhawks?
Yeah, first win in Lena since 2004 for Stockton. Big win for them. And it's been another fun week of football. We'll be back next week for all your Week 3 action. See you then.